I will never, ever, ever cheat on you. I can't say I'll never break up with you. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Relationship Theory. I'm your co-host, Tom Bilyeu, and I am here with my deeply fatigued, albeit still amazingly gorgeous wife, Elizabeth.
Still here.
What's up, homie?
What's up? Today we're talking about cheating.
Wow.
I know.
Let's get into it.
Let's get right in. All right, first question. This is from Anonymous. So, I'm a cheater. I think I've cheated on every long-term partnership I've ever had except the last one, but we only dated for 9 months. The last time it happened was mid-2016 after 2 years into a relationship that I wasn't loving. I believe it was that event that really snapped me out of my life coma and woke me the heck up and started my journey to gaining a growth mindset, being mindful, etc. I feel like I've grown and changed so much, and I feel that I've been able to identify the warning signs that I was being tempted to cheat in my next relationship or wouldn't even let it get that far. Here's the rub. I hate having a secret like this, and I'd love to be able to be open and honest with the next person I end up with. However, I'm worried that being upfront and honest about my past will do more harm than good. Obviously, if they're the type of person that has a growth mindset, then they might understand. But do you think it's even worth the risk? I'd hate to always have that secret hanging over us. I could quite easily deny and no one would ever rat me out. But I hate the idea of lying or keeping secrets. Is it worth being brutally honest for the sake of total transparency, or is it better to just let sleeping dogs lie?
Wow, man. Well, my feelings on this one are ultra aggressive. Be honest in like the most direct way possible, and be honest as early as it's an appropriate topic of conversation. Otherwise, it turns into a bad romantic comedy where a simple line of truthfulness stops the whole movie from being this just ridiculous like thing where you end up falling in love, and then you have to confess that, oh, it was all built on this thing of lies, and then the house of cards comes down, you have to build it back up. It's like the most cliched trope in all the films. So to me, it's, look, if you've really changed, then confessing that, or not even confessing, because that, like, just be honest with what your past was. Like, I used to be an absolute moron, and I'm in no way, shape, or form hesitant to admit that, because I really have moved past it. And I know that my actions will echo in everything that I do that I'm past it. And so I think the person should just be brutally honest with the person that they're with, so that their relationship is built on
candidly transparent.
Yeah. Well, I think the phrase you're looking for is radical candor.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, to be radically candid for sure, I think is the right answer. You're right. Brutal honesty has got baggage in terms of a phrase. So being radically candid, letting them know who you are, that's like, it's such an intoxicating thing, and it really will help them build that trust, because if you're willing to admit the thing that you're most vulnerable about, then they really believe in the things that you say. Because it's like, well, if they're willing to admit that really hard thing, knowing that there's potential real consequences, then it's like, okay. And look, there may be some people that aren't willing to handle that, but I think that that lets you know where they're at and respect, and that's why you say it early in the relationship, so that you're not saving it till you're already in love. It's like, it's a part of your past. It's something that you discuss. It's pretty impressive to show that you've moved beyond that, that you've really thought about it, that you now have rules in your life, which are the next thing that I will say, which is what I told you and you told me, is I will never, ever, ever cheat on you. I can't say I'll never break up with you. And so we always knew, I'm not promising you that I'll be with you forever. There are things that you could do that would make me say I'm no longer interested in this relationship. But I can tell you, under no circumstances would I ever cheat on you.
Yeah.
So, and like, that's been so easy to stick to. It's like, if I were getting tempted and there was something wrong in our relationship, then I would discuss that. And if it was at the point where it's like, it's not worth the investment for me to fix it, then I would break up. So yeah, it's just where, like, I don't quite understand the neurological like sketch of, I want to be in the relationship, but I want to betray everything that makes it worthwhile. Which I guess brings me to my next point, which is the reason to be honest with somebody isn't for them nearly as much as it's for you. The reason that they don't want the secret hanging over their head is it makes you feel disconnected from the other person. And for your own sake, feeling connected and feeling like they know me and they accept me is such a wonderful feeling that I don't lie to you, because I don't want the sense of disconnection. So I realized pretty early on that being honest and being upfront is so that I can maintain this sense of like, we're really connected. So my advice to them isn't even like about, oh, you have some moral obligation to tell people the truth. It's like, you don't want that secret for the right reason. You don't want that secret because you know it creates that distance. It's something that's hanging over your head, which the hanging over the head isn't nearly as bad as the, like, I just feel distant. I feel alone. That's how it would make me feel.
Do you remember that I lied to you on our first date and then had to confess?
Yeah, of course. But like that all has, even the confession happened so early that it's like.
It did, but I want to talk about it because it was our first date. I'm not thinking anything serious is going to happen, right? You are my teacher, so I'm just thinking it's going to be a summer fling. So when you asked me about my sexual history, of course I lied to you. I was like, well, guys like, girls that haven't been around. Not that I've been around, I just want to make that clear.
Right.
Not that I've been around. But I'd had other sexual experiences and I didn't want you to judge me. I just thought guys want to hear what they want to hear. First date, it's gonna be a couple of weeks, we're gonna hang out, who really cares? And then obviously it turned serious, and at that point I was like, shit, I've lied to you about my sexual past. And it was absolutely, for me, it wasn't about you. I had to tell you because I felt like there was this distance and there was this thing between us. And you don't know who I truly am until I am that honest with you. And I was just so scared about telling you because at that point I was like, but what if now he's like, I can't believe you lied to me. Right? And it's about the lie, not even about the actual incidents, right? So yeah, I feel exactly the same. It's like, tell him right from the beginning. If it was me, I would approach him and go, that is who I used to be. I've grown so much, and that's what I think is beautiful. And if the person doesn't then see that, then they probably aren't right for them. And it's better to know then than to bring it up later, and there are going to be people who have got wounds. And I think that he needs to respect that in other women as well, or, in his partner that he chooses. They may have wounds and it's like, they'd want to know up front.